Welcome to the NBA 2K9 101 training video, a virtual walkthrough and basic game controls. Many of last year's controls are still there, so all you NBA veterans can easily pick up and play. But if you want top control of your game, watch and learn. Let's start with offense. When you've got the rock, use the left stick to move your player around the court. If you pull and hold the right trigger, you'll use turbo and run faster. But be careful with that trigger, because your player will lose energy at turbo speed. To pass the ball, press the A button. Your pass will go to the player in the direction you're holding the left stick. If you want to choose the receiver, use the icon passing controls by pressing the right bumper, then the button for the player you want to pass to. Tap the B button for a slip screen and some quick space. If you hold down the B button, your teammate will set a full screen, then roll to the basket for a quick pick and roll play. The Y button will make your baller hop step toward the basket. You can also tap the X button to pull a pump fake to try for an open look. Either way, you're going to want to shoot the rock. All you need to do is pull back and release the right stick, the shot stick, to put up your shot. Just be sure to release the shot stick at the top of your jump for the best chance of making the basket. Now, as any baller knows, there's a big difference between shooting the rock and throwing it down. And since you know the first thing you want to do when you grab the controls is dunk, listen up. If you're rushing to the basket with turbo by holding down the right trigger, you can use the right stick to flush the rock. As you approach the basket, just shove the right stick in different directions to perform different types of dunks. The more of a high flyer your player is, the wider variety of dunks he can pull off. Yeah, that's how I'd do it. Now, when the ball's in the air coming off the basket, press the Y button to jump for the rebound and either get the easy putback on offense or sweep the glass on defense. Just be sure to time it right, or else risk winding up flat-footed and holding nothing but air. If you've got the skills, you can use the left bumper to activate dual player control. The left bumper combined with the 4 face buttons gives you control of both the ball handler and the second offensive player. Press the left bumper to bring up dual player control, and then press the B button to have your second player set a screen. You can then use the left bumper and the A button to have him come off the screen for a pick and roll play. Press the left bumper and then the X button to have the second player get open. This is key for passing out of a dangerous situation if you get stuck. The left button plus the Y button will tell the second player to post up. Follow this with a good pass inside for the easy deuce. Finally, pressing the back button will call a much needed timeout. So that's one half of the game. Let's move on to defense. Moving around is the same as offense, but instead of passing the ball, you'll use the A button to select the defender you want to control. Each press will give you control of the player closest to the rock, or if you're already controlling that player, the second closest. If you want to control a particular player, use the icon switch by tapping the right bumper, then tapping the button of the player you want to control. If the ball handler is shooting, press Y to jump for the block. You can also use Y after the ball comes off the basket to grab the rebound. The B button has multiple functions on defense, depending on what the ball handler is doing when you press it. If he's charging toward your position, press the B button to take the charge and draw the foul. If he's about to cut from his position, use the B button to cut him off. And if he's posting you up toward the basket, use B to flop and draw the whistle. But if an especially dangerous player has the rock, you can press the left bumper to double team him with the 2 closest defenders. You can also use the X button or the right stick for steals and cutoffs. Tap the right stick in the direction you think the ball or the ball handler is going, and your defender will move or swipe in that direction, hopefully stopping the play. Now, let's take defense to the next level. If you're controlling the player defending the ball handler, pull and hold the left trigger to activate lock-on defense. Once you're locked, you'll need to keep up with the ball handler by using the left stick in order to stay locked. When locked on the ball handler, a 3x3 grid will pop up, indicating your position in relation to the ball handler. With the left trigger still pulled, use the right stick to adjust the active box on the grid, which will change your defender's position in relation to the ball handler. Want to play tight D? Then move to the box closest to the ball handler. Want to cut off a passing lane? Move to the box furthest from the ball handler and on the side closest to the available receivers. Use lock on D and the right stick to make precision adjustments to your defense, and you'll keep your opponents out of the zone. That's a wrap for 101. Now you're ready to hit the hardwood. Once you master these basics and are ready to really tear up the court, check out the Living Rosters, ISOMotion Pro, and Shotstick Advanced videos, which show off the very latest features in NBA 2K9.